Good day, everybody. I'm on my way to the Dick Young Forest Preserve, which is in Kane County, just west of Batavia, Illinois, on Main Street. I'm going to be going into the Main Street entrance. There is also an entrance on the east side of the property. It's on Nelson Lake Road. You'll see a giant silo just off Main Street, about a mile onto Nelson Lake on the right. So here we go. They have a small parking lot here, and they have an open area here where I've seen a lot of horse trailers. So you will run into horses here, hikers, people walking dogs early in the trail. The further back in the trail you get, you kind of get away from a lot of the dog walkers. So when you enter from the Main Street portion, you can stay on the trail, which is crushed limestone, or you can take the grass trail, which goes around Nelson Lake, and that's what I'm going to do today. The sun is shining out of the east. There is a small pond at the Main Street entrance, but we will be going into the forest over here and around Nelson Lake. This is a relatively flat track. You've got a little hill coming up and down out of Nelson Lake, but it's not anything that is too hard to overcome. Straight across there, pretty far away on your view, is a little shelter and restroom facilities. So today is September 3rd, and it is nice and cool out this morning. A big difference from my last hike. So I'm feeling very refreshed. It's about 9:15 in the morning. So this is the lake loop, but I'm going to hang a left. You'll see this signage. I'm going to go this way. And at this point you enter the woods down a little hill up here. So a lot of tall grass through here, and looky, they have mowed. So what you see on the left and the right, it was tall grass. All you could see just a week ago was this little path that I'm walking on right now, and the rest was hugging you with tall grass. So they've mowed it. They've got a good car width on it right now. You might be wondering why I haven't shown the lake. Well, right now you can't see it. It's tall grass. As we get a little bit closer to the east side, there is a little observation deck, and I'll show you how much the lake has shrunk back. Then on the east side you get back with a little canopy of trees again, and the canopy of trees will take you to the south side of the lake, where it opens up again into prairie grass area. Now there are three options that I normally take when I walk this forest preserve. One is about 3.5 miles, One is about 4.5 miles, and then you've got a 5.5 mile loop. I will show you where you turn off for each one. Still no sign of water. Lots of tall grass. It is pretty. Now you start coming east on the trail, and if you go straight here, go to the parking lot that is on Nelson Lake Road. You can also get to it by going right, and then up here a little ways there's a hard left that takes you up to the parking lot. Coming up on the observation deck, and you will see how much the lake has shrunk due to our dry season in 2020. Normally you see the water up to here, and you can kind of maybe see that it has shrunk back quite a way, and normally it heads that way too in the early spring during the rainy season. Now if you turn around and you see that silo in the distance, that is the Nelson Lake Road entrance to the park. And you just come down that trail and hang a hard left, and you're off and running around the lake. Back in the woods again, and you can see the lake through the trees. We're kind of on the southeast portion of the lake at this point. And this is about as close as you get to the lake right now because of the drought. One of two creek crossings. As you can see, there ain't no water here, none whatsoever. And usually during springtime they have planks set up here so that you can get across, and not needed right now. For those keeping track, I just hit the 2 mile mark. So I basically went around the lake to the south side and hit the 2 mile mark right as you come out of the woods. Okay, you're going to come across a little extension that goes off to the left. Don't take it. It takes you to a road and away from the trails. It's good for neighbors that want to hop on the trail on the south side, but don't take that one. So sometimes your path takes you in the way of somebody that needs prayers, and I just had an opportunity with an officer who was driving around the lake checking for potholes to pray for a friend of his and for his family. So I thank you, Lord, for this opportunity. So you come to Audubon Bridge. We're about 2.5 miles in, and it's not wide enough for a car. Just found that out. Officer was driving around in an SUV. He had gotten a report from some people that ride horses that there were potholes, so he was looking for potholes. And as you get over the bridge, you come to a fork in the road, and if you go straight, it takes you back to the parking lot, and that's at the 3.5 mile point. If you go left, which I'm going to do, then you head out into the prairie area. Here's a map, which is not very easy to read. You have a little bit of blacktop, and then up here it turns into crushed limestone. And you have a chance to do either 4.5 or a 5.5 mile loop. We're going to do 5.5 today. I will say this, in spring and up until a couple weeks ago, if you want to see wildflowers, this is just a beautiful area. When you get in the open spaces, it is thick. A lot of them have died down, still a few left. I don't know the names of them. Shame on me. I will learn. So at this point, you come up with marker 17, and instead of going straight, I'm going to turn left. And again, they have mowed the area. Sometimes it can get kind of tall. This summer when we had a lot of rain early, it was pretty tall, but it's in good shape now for those that don't want to brush up against tall grass. Perfect day for a walk. Not too hot. There is a nice breeze. Okay, you come to another fork in the road, mark number 16. If you go straight, I think that's about 4 miles total. If you go left, you add another half a mile or so. Could be wrong on that, but close enough. Just to add to that, I am at the 3.34 mile mark when I hit that marker. Okay, we come pretty close to West Park, which is on Main Street, part of the Batavia Park District. And there's also a dog park. Okay, the trail meets up again. You might have remembered I went left instead of going straight, so when you hit 15, hang a left. Okay, we are getting back on the limestone pass that we detoured from. So this says 14. I have no idea what these numbers mean. It added, by going in the grass, it added about 1.4 miles. So very near the Main Street parking lot is a restroom facility and a shelter, good sized shelter. Several picnic tables there, and I'm going to test out the restroom facilities. So very nice. Hey, so 5.5 miles is what I have on my Apple Watch, and it's an easy walk. It's flat track all the way. I was going to say I haven't seen any horsemen on the trail, but I just noticed a horse trailer in the parking lot. I think out of the dozens of times I've been out here, I've only run into a couple horses once. But they have access to the trail as well. It's just a great day for walking. I'm going to try and put together more forest preserve, specifically Kane County and DuPage County Forest Preserve hiking trails over the course of the next few months. If you like the video, please subscribe. If you really like this particular video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it 2 thumbs up. And if you want notifications when I do upload, please hit the notification, the little bell. Thank you for watching, and I have fun doing this. I will get better. I know probably the audio's not great. I'm using an iPhone 7. If enough people like and subscribe, I'll upgrade my material. But thanks, and have a great day.